How's it going? Galore Wrestling Figures here. Welcome to another video. Today I'm reviewing a figure I've been waiting a long time for and I'm quite excited for, and it is the Walmart exclusive CM Punk Supreme figure. And now this figure's got quite a bit of a story to it. It got revealed a couple of days before CM Punk was fired from AEW, and then people didn't really know if it was still getting released or not. And there was a couple of people worldwide that had it. I can't remember off the top of my head who had it. And then eventually more people started getting it, and then I think then you sort of knew that it was releasing. And the normal one, I think, has been said that the normal one isn't releasing, but at least we get this one. And I got this from the whole shebang. A big thank you to them. I did have to wait a bit longer, but I did get it a bit cheaper, so that's why I had to wait a bit longer. I think I paid 55 for this, something like that. It's a good price. And just by looking at it here, you can sort of see that you do get a lot in it. And I think overall, I'm glad that I've got this, but I do definitely want to get a few more of these. Try getting quite a few more of these because, of course, you can make quite a lot of different figures out of the accessories you get in this. So I just want to take a look at the box first, because the box on this looks great. Of course, you got the Walmart sticker in the top corner, and then proof it's good to have that, because it's officially from Walmart. And overall, the box is good because you got CM Punk at the bottom. And then I just want to show you this side. Of course, you got all the accessories there, and I'll get into those in the review. And it's just good to see CM Punk in Supreme form. And then on the back, we do have this image from Double or Nothing. And I will be keeping this box. I'll probably display it like this, because you got Punk's signature there. And it's just good to see it like this. Of course, Double or Nothing on the back. And then this other side, of course, you got more accessories, and then you've got the picture of Punk at the bottom. I think that's the same one they used on the Chase, Unmatched 4 Chase, but I might be wrong. And then here's the front again. And then overall, I think it's going to be a good figure when I do review it. And I can't wait to open it, so let's open it. So you do get quite a lot of accessories with this Supreme CM Punk figure, because it is a Supreme figure. And if you don't know, a Supreme figure is just the AEW version of an Ultimate Edition, but it feels like that they come with a lot more accessories. So either way, with this CM Punk figure, you do get quite a lot of accessories. So the accessories that did come on the figure, I've sort of taken them all off and included everything here. And then after this, I'll get onto the full figure itself. So let's get onto the accessories. So of course, you do get trunks. You do get 2 pairs, which is good, same as quite a lot of other Supreme figures. I want to show you this one first. It's the Double or Nothing 2022 attire. Of course, when he won the AEW Championship, great attire. Of course, you got the gold on there. They've done well, and the white. And then the trunks, they are quite good. Kick pads there done as well, same colours. And of course, they do have toe articulation, because it is a Supreme figure, so it's good to have that. And overall, I want to say it's probably the best attire, but that one is close. Both very good. So there's that one, there's that attire. And then we do get the camo attire from when he faced MJF on a Dynamite a couple of years ago. I want to say it's approaching 2 years soon. And it's a great camo attire. I want to say it's the same as the Ringside Collectibles exclusive Elite. And it is a great attire. They've done it well, quite accurate, captured it well. And overall, I want to say, it isn't the best attire out of the two, but it is close. It is very good. So yeah, there's the trunks. And overall, there's no sort of design here, but that is accurate. And I do quite like it. Of course, this has got toe articulation as well. And if someone wanted to, because I want to say these legs are pretty much the same size and everything as the Walmart one or the Chase one. I think if someone really wanted to, they could even just get that sort of bottom bit and put it onto a Walmart or Chase CM Punk, because then you'd sort of have the toe articulation, if someone wanted to do that, I think that they probably could as well. So that's quite good. And then overall, I do quite like the attires. Overall, I'm glad that we got those two attires. And we've got a couple of cloth goods. We've got a CM Punk hoodie. And I don't think he wore this with either of these attires, but it is good to have it. Yeah. As I said, I don't think he wore this with either of the attires because I think he wore a Larry jacket both, but I'm glad that we got this. Then we got this vest, which I do remember him wearing, but I can't remember what attire it was with. And then, of course, there's the normal logo, but that's sort of the Chicago version. And it is good to have that as a vest. So now the other accessories. We do get an AEW microphone. What's a CM Punk figure without a microphone? Especially AEW figures. Nearly all the CM Punk ones came with a microphone, but most of the figures do come with a microphone. It does look warped slightly because it has been in the hands, how it came for quite a long time. So there's the microphone. Do get an AEW belt as well. We do get quite a lot of these, but it's always good to have them, especially for CM Punk figures, because they're for customs. It's good to have that. And I am working on quite a few customs. I won't use this one. I'll probably display this with the Supreme figure, but I always do like getting a couple of these for customs. Make the Real World Championship. Just put the X on it. But overall, this championship, it's good. You've seen this on the channel a few times. Of course, got the shine to it. Quite accurate. And I do quite like that. They've done it quite well. So now, the other accessories. Let's start with the hands first. I want to say these might be sort of like pretty much the main accessories. Let's start with these first. So, just a pair of mic holding hands. We've seen these a lot of times. Just mic holding hands. There isn't a lot to say, but of course, the wrist tape sort of sculpted on the X, and then the drug-free on the knuckles. So that's good to see. And now, which other hands shall I show next? Because, to be honest, I feel like those hands I've just shown, these sort of accessories here, these are probably the best accessories out of the figure. And to be honest, I also just forgot something. I also just realised I forgot to add a head. That's already on the figure, that one. I'll show that in a second. But I want to say that these sort of accessories here are sort of like the sort of main accessories, apart from the trunks. But I feel like these accessories here are sort of the main accessories. So the other hands, I'll show you these ones. Punk's done this quite a lot. I wouldn't even know what you'd call it. But it's good to have those. Finally have those. Glad that we could get them. All done quite well. And then we do get go to sleep hands. Of course, these came with the Blood and Guts Supreme CM Punk figure. But these that have blood on, so it's good to have these. Of course, do a go to sleep. And then these are my favourite hands out of the set. I think we did get these with the Blood and Guts as well. But finally, close-fisted hands. Glad to have those because I feel like these are probably what I'll display the figure with. I do quite like those. So we get the heads. I'll show you probably my least favourite one out of the set. We have this sort of normal one. You can definitely see Punk. You can see Punk in all of these. But it's quite similar to the Unmatched 4 one. Or it might be the same, just with a slight repaint. But it does look quite good though. So there's that. Do quite like that one. And then what shall I show next? We'll show this one. This is sort of like, I'm not sure what you'd call this. Sort of like, I'm not even sure what you'd call it. Sort of like a smirk. Well, not really, not a smirk, just sort of, I'm not sure what you'd call it. But it does look quite good. I want to say we got this or one very similar with the first dance figure, but it does look quite good. So there's that head. I do quite like these two next heads. We'll show you this one. And it is the sort of screaming head, or shouted head. And this one similar came with the Blood and Guts CM Punk figure, except I want to say it was slightly different. And of course, this one doesn't have blood on. But anything that came with a Blood and Guts figure, of course these ones are different because they don't have blood on, which is good. So you can just put these on non-blood figures. So there's that head. This is probably my favourite head out of them all. And it is the sort of one that came on the figure. And it is good. This one you can definitely see Punk in. This one sort of the messy hair and sort of the smile. I probably will display the figure with this head. So there's that head. So those are all the accessories. And now, what I will say is that I wish I'd got 2 of these now. Because the thing is, you get 2 pairs of trunks. When I display this, I'll probably put the Supreme Punk torso on this one. But now the only thing about this one is that now I don't have another Punk Supreme torso. So what I'm going to do is get another Supreme figure, if I can get one. Put a Supreme torso on each of these. And with the other spare set of these, each, I'll put a Larry hoodie. I'll put sort of an unmatched 4 Punk body on those. And then just a Larry hoodie. So then I've essentially just got an entrance version of that attire. So there's that. So now let's get on to the actual figure itself. So here is the Walmart exclusive CM Punk Supreme figure. And the first thing I'm going to say about this is it's a great figure. And what I've decided to do is just put the accessories that were already on it onto it. So the trunks were already on it and the head scan was, but I've just changed the hands around. So let's get into the actual figure itself. So I'm not going to show you the head because you've already seen it, but there's sort of the head on the body itself. I can't remember what head it was. It sort of doesn't look right on it, but I think that might have just been me putting it on. But yeah, it fits onto it quite well. So there's that head. So now here's the body itself. First thing I'll say is just sort of to have it. First thing I'll say is just sort of to have it as a Supreme figure. It's great. Of course, you've got the where shall I start? So you've got the butterfly joints, and they've done the tattoos quite well. That focuses. They've done the tattoos quite well, and also going on to the butterfly joints to sort of make it all join does look quite well. The butterfly joints do make it go back quite a bit. And now the thing I think you've all been waiting for is because this does have butterfly joints. What we can do is the sort of signature CM Punk pose. Just like that. Finally, we can do it. Because we've got butterfly joints. Also, it might be the fact that double jointed arms as well. But there's that. It does look great. So there's the butterfly joints. I'm glad that we've got them on a CM Punk figure. So, of course, on this Supreme CM Punk figure, we do get butterfly joints, so I'm happy about that. So, there's the butterfly joints, and then the arms, pretty much the same as the normal AEW figures, except they are pinless, which is good, so you can now fully see the tattoos, which is good as well. I think that's the best bit, because the thing about pinless AEW arms is sometimes they cut out some of the tattoos. Also, with pins, I'm not sure if I said pinless before, with pins, they sometimes cut out some of the tattoos, but also sometimes it just don't look right, so because it's pinless, it looks great. That focuses. And also, these arms, if I can do this right, these arms do pop out, but for some reason it's not coming out. It did, when I first opened it, I had to take the arms off. There we go. The arms do come off. And when you get this figure, to sort of stop ink staining, it's got sort of plastic on it, and you sort of have to take the arms off, so bear that in mind. But they don't feel loose or anything, and they don't feel like they'll break, so happy about that. And now, talking of ink staining, I didn't really get any ink staining. I got a bit on the shoulder. I got a bit of ink staining, but as a whole, I didn't get too much of it. And you can't even really see it. So, overall, it's just good to have. There's a lot of poses you can do because of it. And it's just good to see. And of course, you've seen this attire already. I showed this in the accessories. See, this is why I sort of usually show... This is why I don't show the sort of trunks that are on it. as accessories, because now I've sort of shown you all this. But of course, I'm not sure if this is a different style torso here, but it does have the straight edge tattoo as well, which is good. Of course, on the back as well, you do have the tattoos. I don't think I showed that on the hair as well, but you sort of see some more sculpting there. And overall, it's a great figure. Great figure, it really is. So I think what you've also all been waiting for is a comparison. So let's show you some comparisons. So here are a couple of CM Punk comparisons. I haven't included the Unmatched 4 because it's in tights and I just didn't want to include that one. I sort of just wanted to do all trunks. And also I should have probably included the Elite 16, but I've just included the WrestleMania 28 Elite. So yeah, here's the comparisons. Of course, you've got the Chase or the Walmart exclusive CM Punk figure, but this one is the Chase because it doesn't have ink staining. Yeah, that's sort of the way how to tell if the jacketing on. The difference between the Unmatched 4 Chase and the Supreme is that one won't have ink staining on, and I think that's pretty much the same for pretty much the same for everyone. I don't think I've seen anyone who's got a Walmart exclusive CM Punk figure without ink staining on, so that's sort of how you can tell the difference. So there's the Chase version, or Walmart, whatever you want to call it. The figure itself's exactly the same. Supreme, the Walmart CM Punk Supreme, and the WrestleMania 28 Elite. So of course you've got AEW, WWE, and bear in mind this one was made around 10, 11 years ago now. I think it's even approaching 12, or it might even be 12. I know the attire is based off WrestleMania 28, my all-time favourite WrestleMania, or one of my all-time favourite WrestleManias. That was 2012, I think. Yeah, it was 2012. But I can't remember when the Elite came out. I think it was 2013 or even 2012, but I think it was 2013. But so yeah, there is quite a lot of years apart, but I'll just show you this really quickly. So there's that. You sort of see they're quite hard to compare because they are sort of completely different figures. The height pretty much the same, but this one might be slightly taller, but that might just be me how I've put it. It does look taller as well though, the Supreme. I was trying to get really close so I can sort of tell which one's taller. I want to say the Supreme is slightly taller because I want to get them close so you can see. If you can sort of see the tattoo, not the tattoo, where this tattoo is, this chest sort of is, it's slightly taller here, and that won't really make a difference on how I've got it standard. So I think this one's slightly taller, but once again, it might just be me. But there's that. And also you've got the WrestleMania 28 Elite. Not sure which one I'd say was better, because this is one of my all-time favourite CM Punk figures. But overall, they're both great figures. There's a comparison. I think the head scans are the main part. You sort of see how this one's slightly more realistic, but I do quite like this one. Chest tattoos as well. I want to say AEW figures, sort of the tattoos feel more brighter. So there's that. Of course, you've got a neck tattoo as well. I've only just sort of really only noticed the neck tattoos on Elites. I know they're obviously there, but comparing it to an AEW figure, you sort of feels like this one of them's slightly, let's say the Elite's slightly a bit too low. Not sure why it keeps focusing in and out. But yeah, overall, both great figures. And once again, it's hard to compare to because they're completely different figures from different eras and times, the years that were made, attires. But overall, all three are great figures. But I want to say, this might be better than all of them. I do really like this one. So that's it for the CM Punk comparisons. But there is a couple more things that I want to do. So I'll show you those now. One other thing that I wanted to do was compare the Walmart exclusive CM Punk Supreme figure to the Cody Rhodes Supreme figure. And the reason I wanted to compare these two is because this Cody was the first Supreme figure. Well, this and Britt Baker, but I just wanted to compare these two because I don't have this. Cody Rhodes is the only Supreme figure that I have, and now this CM Punk figure. So now I've got two. But I did actually have two of these, but I sold one, and I don't really sell. I don't really ever sell figures, but there was a reason I sold it, but I can't remember why. But these figures, I will say, quite expensive to get, but that's the same as most Supreme figures. But these two, on the aftermarket, this mock, I've seen it selling for about £80, but you could get it cheaper on a good day, but about £80 mock. This, I've seen the CM Punk for about £200 mock, and I managed to get both of these for retail. Thankfully, Thankfully, I managed to get them from retail, so I'm glad about that. But this was from Forbidden Planet. This was from, once again, the whole shebang. So big thanks to them. One thing I will say is, if it's up to you if you want to buy it, but when you get, especially this CM Punk selling for £200, it's up to you if you want to buy it. But personally, as I always say, just wait. That's what I always do. That's my advice. My advice for people wanting to sort of get an expensive figure a bit cheaper, just always wait. That's what I do. Hopefully after the New Year's, I might get a couple more of these CM Punk Supreme figures. So I'm gonna, and I probably will have to import a couple as well from America, but it's not too bad. So enough of that. The comparison itself, it's hard to do because they're completely different figures. But I want to say as a whole, you can sort of tell that although you've got to pay a bit a bit more retail for these than normal figures, you can definitely tell why. And I do quite like these. I do really like the Cody because of their jacket. I'm not too big of a fan of it without the jacket on, but with the jacket, I think I rated it the top figure I own. I think I rated this the top figure that I bought last year. And this might even be the best figure I buy this year. But overall, they're both great figures. And the Supreme figures, especially these two you need to get. So there's that comparison. So the final thing that I want to do is just switch the torsos, because I forgot to show this, but this is the good thing about AEW figures. You can easily switch the torsos. So here's the figure itself. So what I'm just going to do, so that's how easy it is. You just pull it apart. It doesn't even feel like it's going to break or anything. Just pull it apart like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to see what it looks like, the Supreme torso, on this. And there it is. It does look great. Great attire. I think I do prefer the other one, but there's that. So that's what it looks like that. So once again, it's easy to swap it. Just put that down there. There's the trunks it was on. So now with the normal figure itself, the Chase or Walmart version, it's a slightly bit harder, but you can do it. And there's, oh, does it go on? Yep, there we go. And I've just noticed as well, if you put it on the sort of if you put the Supreme CM Punk torso on other CM Punk AEW figures, on the trunks, the torso looks a bit small. But I think that might just be me seeing things. But yeah, the torso, like, you can sort of see there's a gap there and there. I think that might just be me. But there's that. Just take that out of the way. That actually does look quite good. But yeah, I definitely need more of these CM Punk Supreme figures, like, just to even just do that. There's so many different sort of different figures you can make from this, and also even for customs as well, because I've seen people use this as a base for other CM Punk figures because it does have the toe articulation. So there's that. So I think that's it for the review, and overall I'm going to give this figure a 10 out of 10. And that's because I can't really say anything bad about it. There's nothing to complain about. The only slightly annoying bit is that I want to get quite a few more of these, and they are quite expensive, but that's nothing to do with the figure itself. Great accessories, great figure, great box. Yeah, overall, it's a great figure and one that I recommend. And is it the best CM Punk figure? It's definitely up there. And now, me having quite a lot of CM Punk figures, I'm not sure it is the best, but it's definitely probably in the top 5 best figures. And it is a great figure, especially because you essentially get 2 figures in one, and it's one that I do recommend getting. So, once again, great figure, one that I recommend. So, I think that's it. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.